Yeah, if everyone else stops talking, yes, we can start.
So, Phil,
Yes.
I heard 2 rumors about you.
Okay.
Stop. Put
one-
the damn box down, son of a bitch, Thomas.
Let me do this. I heard that you think that painting miniatures is supposed to be fun,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't highlight
Yeah.
your miniatures.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because
Oh, that's
My name is Phil Hall. I am the Glacial Geek. I run a YouTube channel called The Glacial Geek. The Glacial Geek is a miniature wargaming channel. It focuses on the hobby through gaming, through painting, through just talking about the lore, whatever it is. It's about finding the joy in the hobby.
No, but talking about techniques.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you approach your army painting?
Sure. When I approach an army painting, I approach it very differently than when I'm just going to paint like a one-off model. Usually it's with the intent to get it onto the table for a game. So the idea is I want to get a paint job that looks good, that's going to get it onto the table, that my opponent's going to look at and go, oh, that looks rad, like let's play, this is going to be enjoyable. So when I approach that army, when I approach that project, I want to do it as fast as possible and get a product that I'm happy with. So I can either do like a speed paint, so using the speed paints to get a very good looking model right off the bat using the speed paints with like the one coat look, or I'll do something like a color primer over an army and then pick out some other pieces, give it a wash and call it good. Yeah. I don't even bother with a zenithal when I use when I prime my models for speed paint. I just go with a white because the speed paint itself gives me the dimension that I need from that white, and I don't have to worry about getting, any kind of grain because of the way that the white went over the black. I don't have to worry if I didn't put enough white into it so it becomes too murky. I am able to get really popping colors from those speed paints on that white prime and give me a dimension on that model that makes that model look good. Like I have a Black Legion army that I do that I use the Grim Black for the armor, which gives me a dimensional black, and then I put in like the Slaughter Red onto like their tabards with that cloak. Oh, it's the best looking cloaks that I've ever done. And it's like just one coat from this, and it's like, sure I have to do the trim, and that's like, there's no shortcut to gold trim, but that's my own choice and my own
Yeah, that's
fault
all the gray hairs that we have.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. But I saved but the thing is, I'm not driven to distraction by it because I was able to get what I wanted in those other parts of the model quick enough that I can by the time I get the trim done, that's when I'm tired of painting and I don't have to then go in and paint everything else. So it's not about like cutting corners and getting a product that you're not happy with. It's finding the right tools and the right methods to get the product you want in a quick way. So you can get out there and play the game and have fun.
Yeah. Color choices. Is that a big thing for you?
Huge thing. Whenever I make an army, I know that you're innately going to have a very uniform look to it. The best way to get an effective looking force is to have key colors that pop along with the base color of your army. So my Dark Angels, for instance, use a very dark green for them, but then I use the red on the bolters and red on the emblems to really give that extra little color to pop. The whole idea is that you have a unifying color that makes the army look good together with these little pops of color to really make them have a bigger punch than they would normally just have with their base colors. And finding that is important. So having a little bit of idea of color theory. Listen, my wife is a professional painter and she knows color theory like the back of her hand. Yeah. I am not that. But I know enough that I can go like that red and green, those work well because they're complementary colors.
We actually have it in the guide that we put in basically all the boxes that we have, and it's also on the racks. Mm-hmm. We have the color wheel, and we actually have an explanation of how you can put together a color scheme for exactly what you just mentioned, like a striking color scheme.
And these are the basic concepts, and it's all right here. You know, you don't have to be the dean of an art school like my wife to understand color theory. What you need is just a basic understanding, which is what you get from this.
Yeah.
So it's right there.